as promised, gonna look over. These are basically all of my graded and slabbed books. So some of these I've sent out myself. A few of these I bought not too long ago from my local comic book shop, just during the shutdown, just so they could, just to keep them going. Trying to support local businesses while everything's going on. So this first one I picked up on their eBay store. It's called the Conqueror number 6. This is a This is a CGC yellow bark issue, which basically means that it was signed. I do not believe it's when they. I don't know if it's where you send them and they have them signed for you. This one was signed by Jerry Conway. It's a 9.0, not a super amazing grade, but pretty good. This one was from 2015, so it has the, I don't know if you can tell, the CGC, code and number at the top. It's a little faded. I think they changed the look of their stuff not too long after. See how the numbers are a lot darker and easier to read. This is a signature series, Fantastic Four number 190, 8.5, so not an amazing grade, but pretty good. And this is signed by Marv Wolfman. So picked this one up. I love the FF, and to get an earlier issue like this from the 70s, signed by a guy who played Marv Wolfman, who everybody knows. That was a good pickup, I thought. So these next ones are issues that I've sent out myself. I've sent about 8 total now. So this first one, Daredevil 168. This is the first appearance of Elektra. And this one got a 8.5. So, not amazing, but still, it's the first appearance of Elektra, written by Frank Miller. And they point out cool stuff on the little barcode here. Points out that it's the first appearance of Elektra, that her name on the cover is misspelled because they added a C here. And they updated the origin of Daredevil. I think this is when they added in, Frank Miller added in the character of Stick and the Hand Ninjas and all that. So this is another Daredevil. This is 131. First appearance of Bullseye. Again, they point out things like Hornhead is spelled incorrectly here. This one only got a 3.5 because it looks like, before I sent it I didn't even notice, but it looked like somebody had colored in Daredevil's teeth a little bit with a pencil here. So got a 3.5, but I mean, that's the risk you run when you're sending out your comics. It has some wear on the spine, off-white pages, but still, not everybody's going to have the first appearance of Bullseye, so worth sending it. These are ones I got back just this week. This is Batman 48 by Tom King. This is the variant cover by Frank Cho, kind of a sketch cover. This got a 9.8, so I was super happy to get these with some pretty pristine grades. When Tom King's run was going, and especially when he had the Batman proposed to Catwoman, I picked up a whole bunch of variants for that and sent them out this time, and most of them got really high grades because I didn't even crack the books. I just, I knew that the event was happening and tried to pick up some variants. I think that 48 was the proposal issue, and then 50 here, I believe this was the marriage issue, because this is $4.99 Batman number 50. So this is the Jim Lee variant cover. This one got a 9.8 also, so, you know, like I said, I have a couple more issues or copies of number 50, so, you know, let's send out the variant, see what you get on it. This one is a signature series. CBCS has a bit different categories for their signatures. I honestly wasn't sure which one to send this as. But this is basically, it's signed by Kelly Jones. He came and did a signing at my local comic book store, and I had him sign this copy of Batman that I picked up, and then also some issues of Swamp Thing. So, you know, I tried to get a issue of Batman that was pretty pristine looking and had the classic Kelly Jones ears on it. So he signed this one for me. I got a 9.4, which is pretty good because, I mean, I just picked up that issue of Batman that day out of the boxes, just to have something for him to sign. So, you know, glad that they sent that back verified, because I mean, I saw him sign it, but you never know when you send it out. This is Justice League number 1, the Snyder Justice League. So this is the Jim Lee variant cover with Batman on it. Just a super cool image. This one got a 9.8. I looked online, these are going for about 65. So, you know, when you send them out to be graded, with CBCS at least, it's about $18 an issue, plus you pay for the return shipping, and obviously you have to ship it out yourself. So, you know, maybe I have $25 into it plus the $4 cover price. So, you know, double the price of the issue if you get a good grade on it. So, I might sell this one at some point, because the Justice League Snyder run, I read all of it. I actually sold all of it, not just recently. I think I got like $40-50 for it. But you know, I like parts of it, but overall it just seemed to meander. And then at the end, it was just kind of, if you read it, you know, it just kind of ended. And it's just kind of pointed to you picking up the next mini-series that he's doing, which, you know, I don't like. I don't want to read an entire 45-issue arc that's just setting up for a mini-series. So, this is ExoMan War number 1. This is a Comics Dungeon exclusive variant cover where they had cats dressed up as the characters. So this is a cat dressed up as ExoMan War. I also have one, I think it's the Eternal Warrior copy, and I want to say it's not even, I don't think it's Eternal Warrior number 1, because with Valiant, they relaunch stuff after a certain artist and writer finish up with their arcs. So I think I have Eternal Warrior, maybe number 15 or so, that has a cat with a hood and an axe dressed up as Eternal Warrior. I just sent this one out because, number 1, it's an issue number 1, it's a variant cover. ExoMan War is one of my favorite series they've done recently, and I love the cats, so that was just a cute one to have. I have other copies of ExoMan War number 1, so might as well slab the cat issue. This one is World's Finest Comics number 310. Got a 9.6. The reason I sent this one out is this is basically the first comic that I clearly remember picking up and reading. I remember being in my original first house as a kid and going through this. So over the last year or so, I tried to pick up copies of this. I think I have about 5 or 6 now. And, before I started slabbing books, I saw a video from one guy who's like, slab the issues that are worth a good amount and slab the ones that are important to you, which is a good piece of advice. You know, it's like I have 5 or 6 issues of this I can flip through, but what I did was I looked at all the copies I had gotten, picked the cleanest one, and sent it out. So, you know, 9.6 on a issue from 1984. You know, I still have my original in my collection, which I rummaged through probably at like 5 or 6. But, you know, sending this one out was just really just to have it as a sentimental value. It's the first appearance of Sonic Boom here, which they don't even note because I think it's the only appearance of Sonic Boom. But, you know, sentimental value, needed to send this one out and have a slabbed copy just to make sure that, you know, even if I sell all the rest or something happens to my collection, at least I'll have one issue of that very first Superman and Batman comic I picked up. So that was it for today, guys. Hopefully I'll be sending some more stuff out to CGC and CBCS here pretty soon. These took about, I think I sent them in April, got them back in July, so taking a while, but I plan to send a few more out from that video that we went through the pile. So when I get those back, we'll for sure look and see what those got. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.